Good morning. You may be seated. The faculty, staff, and administration of Lafayette High School welcome our guests to the commencement exercises for the class of 2016. I am Anita Swinton, the very proud principal of this uniquely wonderful high school. To begin today's ceremonies, Mr. Jeremiah Bailey, President of the SCA, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Following the pledge, the Lafayette High School Choir, under the direction of Mr. Matthew Raypatch, will sing our national anthem. I would like to remind our male graduates and guests to remove their hats for the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. Will everyone please stand? Jeremiah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Before we continue with our graduation ceremony, I would like to acknowledge and thank a few individuals who have worked so diligently to make today special for our graduates. Mrs. Michelle Newcomb and Mr. Howard Townsend, assistant principals, Mrs. Jackie Henry, Mrs. Amanda Weaver, Mrs. Linda Easter, Mrs. Lisa Hatcher, Ms. Judy Lightfoot, the security team, and a host of teachers and staff members. Thank you so much for the countless hours you have given to make this a memorable event for our graduates and their families today. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation and gratitude to you, the parents, the guardians, the siblings, the school board, the central office staff, the community, the extended family who have supported our graduates each year. Thank you for your many years of support, but most of all, sharing the resources and the giving of time for the betterment and welfare of our students. To our guests attending this morning, I ask you to join our celebration today by displaying the dignified behavior that honors all our graduates and places the attention this morning where it belongs, on this marvelous group of young people before us. Thank you. At this time, we would like to recognize our distinguished guests. I would ask that Ms. Julia Ball, the senior class president, to come forth and introduce our platform guests.
On behalf of the class of 2016, the faculty and staff in the Lafayette Rams community, I want to welcome each of you to the 42nd commencement exercise for Lafayette High School. I have the distinct honor of introducing our distinguished guests on the platform. Would each guest please stand when your name is called so that we may properly recognize you? Mr. James Kelly, Chair of the WJCC School Board, Jamestown District. Mrs. Kira Cook, Vice Chair of the WJC School Board, City of Williamsburg. Mrs. Holly A. Taylor, WJCC School Board Member, Stonehouse District. Mrs. Julie Hummel, WJCC School Board Member, City of Williamsburg. Mrs. Sandra Young, WJCC School Board Member, Berkeley District. Mrs. Mary Miner, WJCC School Board Member, Powhatan District. Mr. John J. McGlennon, Vice Chair of James City County Board of Supervisors, Roberts District. Mrs. Ruth Larson, Member of James City County Board of Supervisors, Berkeley District. Mr. Douglas Pons, City of Williamsburg Council Member. Mr. Brian Hill, James City County Administrator and Clerk to the Board of Supervisors. Dr. Stephen Constantino, Superintendent of Williamsburg James City County Schools. Dr. Olwyn Heron, Deputy Superintendent of Williamsburg James City County Schools. And Ms. Christina Burton, Chief Financial Officer of Williamsburg James City County Schools. As president of the class of 2016, I would like to thank our distinguished guests, our parents, faculty, and staff of Lafayette and the Williamsburg James City County community, as well as our friends and supporters for all they have done in helping us reach this very important milestone in our lives. Without your support, we would not have accomplished all that we have today, graduating from high school. Thank you.
It is now my honor and pleasure to announce Williamsburg James City County's Honor Seal recipient for Lafayette High School. The Honor Seal program is designed for highly motivated students. The honors program requires the following: the completion of 5 AP courses in 3 different content areas and their exams, the completion of a 4-course sequence in 1 global language, and the designing and completion of a service project of at least 25 hours, and the designing and completion of an in-depth honors project. Standing before you is Ms. Chandler Boone. Chandler is the daughter of Leticia and Derek Boone, and she is being recognized as our only Honor Seal diploma recipient. During Chandler's time at Lafayette, she completed 8 AP courses, 2 of which were dual enrolled with Thomas Nelson Community College, and she was a member of several clubs and honor societies. Her honors project is entitled The Bridge to Beyond, forming the foundation of an authentic voice for middle school students and their parents. Chandler researched the developmental theories of Jean Piaget, Robert Keegan, and Marcia Baxter Magolda in order to create a student guidebook for 7th and 8th graders. With this program, students were able to assess the development of their authentic voice over time through the use of a questionnaire and timeline. Chandler's purpose was to enable students to become more empowered in order to make informed decisions and plans for their future. Chandler completed the community service component of this project by volunteering at Colonial Williamsburg Great Hopes Plantation. In the fall, Chandler will attend Hampton University and plans to major in business administration on the 5-year MBA track. We wish Chandler the best of luck as she enters Hampton University. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating again Ms. Chandler Boone, WJCC Honor Seal recipient. At this time, I also have the distinct honor to introduce the valedictorian and the salutatorian for the graduating class of 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like Josh Priest to join me by the podium. Joshua Priest, the son of Deanna Marioletti, started his pursuit of academic excellence early by completing 3 AP classes as a sophomore, well above the one that most of our advanced students take that year. As a graduating senior, he has completed 14 advanced placement or college-level courses across all 4 core subjects and world language. Josh's accomplishments also extend beyond the classroom. He has been an athletic trainer since he entered high school, as well as being involved with the Latin Club and the Key Club. This year, he is the Vice President of the Athletics Trainers, President of the National Honor Society, and Treasurer of Student Council. He has also recently been a Latin tutor and works in IT at Obsidian Solutions Group. He lists building computers, computer program, mobile device management, and web design among his hobbies. As salutatorian, Josh has earned a grade point average of 4.412 and plans to attend the University of Virginia in the fall, possibly studying computer science. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Josh Priest, the salutatorian for the class of 2016. Thank you, Josh, and we wish you well in all that you do. Congratulations. I would now like to ask Dominic Abendanzo to join me by the podium. Dominic Abendanzo, the son of Mary Ann and Carmine Abendanzo, began his accelerated academic journey in 10th grade by completing 2 advanced placement courses. Throughout his junior and senior year, he attended the scientific programming strand at the New Horizons Governor's School for Science and Technology. Through this program, he completed 8 dual enrollment classes while also completing 6 additional AP courses at Lafayette. Outside the classroom, Dominic is heavily involved in various clubs and honor societies. He is president of the Latin Club, captain of the Scholastic Bowl team, a member of Key Club, the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and the Future Business Leaders of America. As an avid programmer, Dominic is hoping to pursue a career in computer science. He is a diligent and conscientious young man who always strives to do his best in and out of the classroom. As valedictorian, Dominic has earned a grade point average of 4.459 and plans to attend Stanford University in the fall to study computer science. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Abendanzo, the valedictorian for the class of 2016. Thank you, Dominic, and we wish you the very best. Ladies and gentlemen, these two young men worked very hard during their high school career. I ask that you please join me again in congratulating the valedictorian and the salutatorian for the class of 2016. Each year, student speakers are chosen to address their peers at our ceremony. Mr. Dominic Abendanzo, whom I just introduced to you, will presented to you as the valedictorian for the class of 2016, will be our first selected student speaker this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you again Mr. Dominic Abendanzo.
Greetings, class of 2016. Benjamin Franklin was one of the great founding fathers. He kept a journal with a list of 13 virtues that he believed would make him perfect if he could follow them 100% of the time. Among these virtues are industry and frugality. By industry, he meant that people should always be employed in some fruitful endeavor that does good to them or does good to others. By frugality, he meant that nothing should be wasted, including precious time. This really is what true American grit means. This is what the founding fathers practiced, and they did not found a country by sitting on their laurels and their penny loafers. However, I would like to qualify these two virtues. While you may achieve a lot more in life, if you are always employed in fruitful endeavors, you may not be as happy. One thing that I've learned from some wise people is that balance in life is a good thing. This is definitely something that is nearly impossible for me to achieve most of the time. Perfect balance is almost certainly not practical and would not be a positive thing. However, if you can, make the time to do something different. Industry and frugality are the only reasons that I have made it to this stage today. This may be hard to believe, but I've actually had quite the difficult time becoming first in the class. I cannot remember how many 90.001% grades I've gotten that had they been a 0.25% lower, I would not be standing here. I wasn't in any of the advanced classes until the 7th grade. Nobody could have predicted that the kids struggling in pre-algebra would go on to love mathematics and take 2nd and 3rd year college classes in high school. But he kept on studying and then did some more. I'm proof that you don't have to be naturally the smartest person in the world or have the most talent to do well. A little luck and a lot of hard work got me here. You can think of it this way. Someone may be twice as good at something as you are, but if you spend 3 times as long doing it, you will do better off in the end. I'm convinced that anyone who holds on to this mentality will be able to achieve their goals. I ask of our extraordinary 2016 class that I've gotten to know so well over the years to go out into the world and ardently pursue these ideals. We have 240 years of evidence that these virtues make our country and the world a better place. It is not random chance that the United States has been responsible for so much innovation for so long. The American dream is world-renowned, and worldwide, immigrants come to pursue it. All of you are well on your way to achieve greatness. Don't squander your amazing opportunities. Work hard and use your time wisely. As you sit there, contemplate the thought that millions would love to be in your shoes here today. I wish the best of luck to all my companions graduating today, and have no doubt that each and every one of you will go out and make a difference in the world. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Our second speaker is Ms. Sydney Cole, who is the daughter of Lana and Stephen Cole. Sydney is a creative and passionate young lady who is dedicated to her studies and her extracurricular activities. During her tenure at Lafayette High School, Sydney was a member of several clubs and honor societies, including Mu Alpha Theta, the Math Honor Society, the National Honor Society, the National Spanish Honor Society, DECA, Key Club, Forensics, and the SCA. Outside of school, Sydney has been an avid dancer for over 16 years and was involved in several of our school musicals, including Happy Days, Singing in the Rain, and The Wizard of Oz. In the fall, Sydney will be attending Virginia Tech and plans to study architecture. Please join me in welcoming Sydney to the stage.
Thank you, Ms. Swinton. Good morning, graduates and members of the Lafayette community. Today, we are here to celebrate an enormous accomplishment. The journey to the stage for every student is not without its ups and downs. No matter what these obstacles are in our lives, they prepare us for our future. Each student who is sitting here wearing a cap and gown, along with many others in this building, knows that high school is no easy task. Students juggle numerous activities, from sports and extracurricular activities to schoolwork and jobs. On top of this, our thoughts of the future are continually there to remind us of what is to come. No matter what a graduate's near future holds, whether it be college, a trade school, the military, or straight into the world of work, they are more prepared than they might believe themselves to be. As C.S. Lewis states, the future only comes at a rate of 60 minutes per hour. We all have a future, no matter what age we are. We embrace different stages of our lives, but we must keep the same things in mind. The future is often believed to be something to fear or be wary of, but this is only because we don't yet know exactly what the future has in store for us. When I traveled to Honduras this past March for a medical missions trip, the environment and culture greatly impacted me. The people there live in many ways that many of us could barely imagine living in. These conditions are such as unfit drinking water, awful air quality from burning trash, homes that can never be clean because the roofs leak and the floors are made of dirt. These situations didn't appear to alter their outlook on the future, but they are certain that the future will never bring them anything that they can't handle. Sometimes we can learn more from those who have a lot less than we do. Oftentimes, individuals believe that they aren't prepared for the future, but we are qualified for the future. Every single task we do in our daily lives helps to prepare us for what is to come. While no one wants to look into the past holds the key to preparing us for what lies ahead. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past, it matters because it doesn't define us. What really counts is how we handle things from this day forward. So today, with much happiness, we celebrate. We celebrate all that these graduates have accomplished in 4 years, and we celebrate everything that we will, as a community, accomplish in the future. So congratulations, class of 2016, and everyone else who is here, and embrace the future with open arms. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic and Sydney, for those inspiring words. At this time, the distinguished and honored Lafayette Ram Band, under the direction of Mr. Jonathan Hargis, will render a selection entitled Fantasy on Prospect.